Does anyone want to buy this fucking sick-ass skateboard I made? It's got gold in it, man. Not very fun to do that on a Dyna, and last time I did that, it exploded, so that's cool. Just dumping oil everywhere. The chopper was a casualty of that. What now? Alright, welcome back. It's been a while, I know. Things have been moving around a little bit. I actually reorganized the garage. I also had some other movements go on as far as motorcycles. Dyna, as you previously seen, is back up and running. Had a little bit of an oil leak issue. Had to fix that. Just seated one of the O-rings in the push rod covers. It didn't seal very well, so it was dumping oil everywhere. Other than that, Dyna's running great. That issue's now fixed, and now it's pretty much back to, well, better than it was. The chopper is gone. Sold it. Needed to free up some money for some other stuff going on. I also wanted to free up some garage space because I had 5 bikes in here at one point, and it was a little bit much. So, moving on. So yeah, I sold the chopper, but I did get to keep these bars. I'm gonna build another chopper eventually and use these bars on it because I absolutely love these bars. Again, if you want a set of these, Wannabe Fabrication, I've had a few sets of bars from him and they are top quality stuff, man. But yeah, another chopper build is gonna happen eventually. I'm probably gonna do the next one completely from scratch, buy a frame from Lead Sled or someone else, source an engine, source a transmission, source everything else, and get it exactly how I want it. Anyway, moving on. So the chopper's gone, the Dyna's done. What now? This is what now. This is something I've been wanting for a while, sort of. I've never been a huge fan of Road Kings. I think they're, I don't know, they're an old guy bike to me. I just don't really like the styling of them. The newer ones are a little bit different. Obviously, they don't have this ridiculous front end on them. But now you're probably thinking, oh, if you don't like Road Kings, why did you buy one, especially a new one? This is a 2016 Road King, bare bones, pretty much just run-of-the-mill Road King. The main things I like about it are the Brembo brakes, the 103 obviously, the 6-speed. It has an external oil cooler, which is awesome because it gets hot as hell here. The main thing, the newer style Rushmore bags. This is the last year of the twin cam, 2016. I wanted a twin cam. I like twin cams. I know twin cams pretty well. I don't know Milwaukee 8s at all. I've never had my hands on one. I've ridden one a couple times, but that's about it. So last year, twin cam, Rushmore bags. There's about 2 years you could have gotten to get that set up, a 15 and a 16. This is a 16. This thing just hit 10,000 miles. So it was a garage bike. The thing is pristine. Got a hell of a deal on it, and it's just pretty much stock. The only thing it has is slip-on exhaust and a fuel pack. He swapped the hideous fucking Road King seat out with this Street Glide seat, so it looks a lot better. That's what I wanted. 15 or 16 twin cam bagger. Would have loved to find a Road Glide, but as everyone knows, those things are skyrocketing in popularity and they're getting ridiculous with their pricing. If I would have found, well, the best deal I found on a Road Glide was a 2016. It was about 300 miles from here and it was 20,000 miles roughly, and they wanted $20,000 for it. I got this for 13. Low miles, again, all the things I wanted, and there's a big plan for this. So like I said, I don't like the styling of Road Kings, I just don't. But the styling of the things I don't like ends at the gas tank. So the plan is here to make a Harley-Davidson FXR-K, FX Road King. It's going to be tearing out the whole front end, minus the suspension, but the bars, the risers, this ugly ass chrome thing, this ridiculous headlight, these stupid ass side lights, that's all coming off. Just ordered a JD Customs full FXR fairing for this thing. And it's the FXR-T fairing with the side pod lights, the lowers, the lower brackets, everything I need to mount this thing. That's all on the way, and I'm going to get LEDs up front. The side pods are going to have turn signals and marker lights. And then I also got a set of FXR Division's G-style 14-inch T-bars. So this thing is going to look like a whole different bike by the time I'm done with this thing, which is what I want. Oh, and this gaudy-ass 1960s Cadillac fender is coming off of this thing too. I'm going to put like a Street Glide style fender on the front of it. So with that being said, all the parts are coming in. Fairing's gonna take a little while, so there's probably gonna be another big gap in videos here. So when that stuff comes in, I have to paint everything. Prime it, paint it, clear it. That's the only, I don't wanna say downside to it, but the only part that's gonna take a little while. That's all gonna come in, do an install of the front, or the fairing, an install of the lowers with the brackets. I gotta take this crash bar off, the T-bar install, and of course I'll go over the painting too. Yeah, this thing, a Road King with an FXR fairing is probably one of like my top 3 favorite looks on a motorcycle. It's an awesome look. So all that's coming up. I need to do a 10,000 mile service on this thing, so that's gonna come up as well. And I'm just gonna do a good once over on everything on this bike, see if I find anything out of the ordinary. When I bought my Dyna, I found a few things that were kind of quirky about it. The previous owner stuff, which is always fun to do. Yeah, 10,000 mile service got to get done. Some good stuff coming up again. Trying to keep it interesting. Like I said, Chopper was a casualty of that. It's gone. But this is what the big focus is going to be on for the next few months. I say months because, like I said, that fairing kit's going to take about 4 weeks to get in, is what they're saying. And everywhere else was March, February, so this was the faster, not cheaper, but not more expensive option, kind of right down the middle of the road. So yeah, faster, decent price, and it came with everything. I didn't have to piecemeal it together. Oh, and the side pods are getting installed before they're sent to me, so I don't have to worry about drilling around the vent and putting those on and having them crooked or something. They're gonna do them, so that's awesome too. First video coming up is gonna be the 10,000 mile service, just a quick, like I said, recap of everything I find on the bike, and then we'll go on from there. Bars are coming in soon. I'll probably mock those up and then start tearing this all down, and of course that'll all be 1 or 2 videos. Let me know what you guys think of how you think these look. You can look them up, they look fucking awesome. And it'll be another club style bike in the garage. One that I plan on riding long distances in the near future. Not very fun to do that on a Dyna, and last time I did that, it exploded, so that's cool.